So welcome guys. Actually I couldn't complete my last video, so today I'm here to give you a small uh, completion of the last video that was straight lines. So first of all, let's recall what all we did, and one of them was the equation y is equal to mx plus c, where we were told that m is the slope and c is called the intercept. I will write it as int, so my most of the space is not covered up. Now, more importantly for us in this equation is these two variables which are linked with this equation. Now let us suppose we have our coordinate axes, that is y and x, and I draw a line. As you can see that this angle here can be called theta. And in my last video I have told you what is tan theta, and tan theta is called the slope. It is also called the inclination of the line with the positive direction of x-axis. Now, let us now consider a new type of equation that is called the general form of the equation of line, and that is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This equation gives us the general form of any line in the xy plane. You can define any line in the form of ax plus by plus c. Now for example, let us consider 3x plus 5y minus 2 equal to 0. Here this is a, this is b, and this is c. So, as you can see that any equation can be written on the form of ax plus by plus c. Now, how do we compare these two equations, that is the slope form of the equation and the general form of this equation? Now it's quite easy because you know how to transform the equation into one place. Now, let us consider the equation ax plus by plus c in general and not considering any example. So we have ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Now what I do, I take these two terms on the right hand side and I write by equal to minus ax minus c. Then I take the b downwards and I get y is equal to minus a by b into x plus minus c by b. Now let us compare this with the form y is equal to mx plus c. So you can see that this form and this form are quite interrelated, and the formula that we get is, apologies, the formula that we get is the slope is equal to minus a by b and the intercept as minus c by b. So what does it mean? It means that if we draw the coordinate axes and we draw a line here, then this angle here, if it's theta, then tan of theta is equal to minus a by b, and this thing here, which is the intercept, is equal to minus c by b. Please notice that this c and this c is not the same. So let me call this as c naught. Right? I am calling this as c naught. So now we have done the general form of the slope line. Now there is another form of a line. It is called the perpendicular form of the line. So now let us consider we have the axes as like this, where this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. Now we have a line which crosses like this, and from the origin I have a perpendicular dropped on it. That means that this here is perpendicular or 90 degree. And let this angle be alpha and let this distance be called p. Then if we can use the slope form, we will find that the equation of this line in terms of alpha and in terms of p is x cos alpha plus y sine alpha equal to P. Please notice here that P is not a distance, but you can say the displacement, or it is the sign distance. The P here can be negative in case it is in this direction, which we can more understand if we think about vectors. Like if the vectors is pointing in the direction of alpha, like alpha is going like this, so the P is pointing in that direction, then P is positive. But in case, let us suppose that alpha is going in this direction and P is pointing in this direction, then P is negative, right? So this P stands for the perpendicular distance from the origin on the line. Similarly, using this, we can have another form which I told you about in my last lecture, is called the intercept form. And the intercept form is like when we have the coordinate axes, if we have the coordinate axis like this, and I draw a line, and I have this as a, this distance, the intercept on the x-axis, and b on the y-axis, I can have the equation x upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1. Now straight line is a very important curve in an xy plane because it states the locus between 2 points it such that if we have 2 points here, say x1 comma y1, and here another point x2 comma y2, then any line which passes through the line of this, it can be considered as a straight line. These were the main points that I like to share with you. Also, there is one more very important topic which is more important for the competition point of view, especially advanced point of view, is called the equation of the bisectors or the angles between the lines. Now let us consider we have two lines and the equations are as follows. We have here ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, and here we have lx plus my plus n equal to 0. These two extend up till infinity. Now you can see that there is an angle between these, let us call it theta. So there will be a line bisecting this angle and would be between these two lines. Also, there can be a second line too, a second angle too, which is this angle, let us call it alpha. And what will be alpha? I know that alpha would be 180 minus theta. And all of us know that using the linear property. So I do not need to mention it separately because we all know it. So there must be a line that will pass through these lines and will bisect the angle. This line is called the bisector of the line, and the equation of the bisector is given by the formula ax plus by plus c upon under the root a square plus b square is equal to plus minus lx plus my plus c plus n upon under the root l square plus m square. And you can see, since there is a plus minus sign here, it implies that there will be two equations. One will be the bisector of the obtuse angle and the other will be the bisector of the acute angle. Now that depends upon the point where the origin is lying. Now suppose that we have two lines like this and somehow the origin lies in the acute angle region. Then in case the equation of the bisector which is passing through this would be the positive one and this will be the negative one. And if the origin lies here, then it will be the opposite. Now very important thing which we need to know here are the equation of the line passing through intersection of two lines. Then only we can understand that how this equation was proved. Now let us consider that we have two lines again, and we have another line, not the bisector, but any line passing through this point of intersection x1, y1. Then the equation of this line, let the equation of line be L1 equal to 0 and let the equation of this line be L2 equal to 0. Then the equation of this line would be, say L, would be L1 plus lambda times L2. And we can say that this will represent a line passing the point of intersection of these two lines, because if we put x1 and y1 here and x1 and y1 here, then these two will come out to be 0, and thus we can say that if this is a line, that will pass to the point of intersection. Now there is another point which we need to know before proving the angle, the bisectors of the angle between the two lines is the distance of the perpendicular distance of a point from the line. And let us suppose that we have a line here and it is ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and we have a point here, say alpha comma beta. Then there will be a perpendicular here, let its distance be called p. Then this p will be equal to a alpha plus b beta plus c upon under the root a square plus b square. Now how can we calculate this? This can be done because we know that when a line is perpendicular to any line, the slope will become minus 1 upon m2, minus 1 upon m. So we can find the equation of this line, solve it with this equation, find this point, and then find the perpendicular distance using the distance formula, and we will get the result. And this is the most simplified result. Now let us now prove about the fact of a2x plus b, the equation of the bisector of the lines. It's a very simple proof. If we have these two lines, and let us consider the bisector here, and we take any arbitrary point in this x comma y, and I drop a perpendicular here, then we can know, and we know the fact that if this is a perpendicular, this angle here is theta and this angle here is also theta, then by the congruency, this distance and this distance will be equal. So using the formula for the perpendicular distance of a point from a line, we can say that if this is ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and this is lx plus my plus n equal to 0, then ax plus by plus c upon under the root a square plus b square. A small change I would like to tell here is that p will be we have a mod sign because p needs to be positive, and when the mod sign is removed we have a plus minus, where the plus minus will show the direction of the line, again the same direction which we talked about in the perpendicular form of the line, like this one, this vector. Where is this in the angle with the line or it is without the angle of the line, and we'll discuss that point. So here we put a mod and then we have a mod here lx plus my plus n upon under the root